Hello, welcome to a Creative Expressions video. I'm Christine, and in today's video I thought we could do a football themed card. So you may have seen the jamierodgerscrafts collection with these gorgeous little footballing characters in there, and I really wanted to use this, but I wanted a stenciled background, so I'm teaming this beautiful lion up with a couple of the stencils from Polkadoodles, because she actually has a couple of football themed stencils, which is brilliant. We've got this one which is like a football net, which I'm going to use for the main background, inking it in green colours so the white really pops of the net. And then she's also got this gorgeous one here, which obviously can be used by itself. You don't have to have these characters to work with it. But this one is called the football soccer stencil, and it's got gorgeous little silhouettes of people on here too. But I thought we could combine the sort of net one as a background, the football words on here with some gorgeous stencil butter frosting from Polkadoodles, and then have this fantastic little running lion character in the foreground. So we're really combining Polkadoodles, which is one of the companies that Creative Expressions distribute, with some jamierodgerscrafts, which are actually part of the companies under the Creative Expressions umbrella. So the first thing I want to do for this card, I've kind of planned it out, and I have got a dried background ready so I don't have to wait for it to dry before finishing the video. So what I want to do first is take this gorgeous net stencil. Mine's already dirty because I didn't bother cleaning it off after I'd made the first background. But what I want to do is, this card is going to be landscape, but whatever it is in my brain, I just find inking in portrait is easier, so I'm just going to keep it in a portrait fashion, but we are going to make a landscape card. And I've got some rustic wilderness and forest moss distress inks and one of the detail blending brushes from Polkadoodles as well, and we're going to ink through in a diagonal fashion, so when the card is landscape it will also be a diagonal as well. But I just want to do a rough kind of diagonal of this gorgeous football net on here. I'm going with the rustic wilderness first to kind of build up a green colour, and then we're going to add a little bit of darkness with that forest moss over the top once we've got this initial pattern down. So I'm just going to keep inking in a diagonal fashion. And we can deepen the colour in any areas as well if some parts are too light compared to heavier stenciled areas too. I'm just going to keep going with the rustic wilderness. And I'm going to use the same brush for the forest moss. So we're going to move on to a little bit of the forest moss and add it in just in a few areas, just to give a little bit of depth of colour. And the Forest Twinkle Stencil Butter Frosting that we're going to use has kind of got this forest moss sort of hint to it, which is why I've brought this ink colour in a little bit as well. So we can just add a bit more of this in, then we'll go back to the rustic wilderness and just deepen up a few of the areas as well. And the white card that I'm working on is the Elliott Smooth white card from jamierodgerscrafts in the polar white colour. It's a fantastic cardstock. So now we've got our initial kind of football net in place. We can put the lids on our inks, clean up our desk a little bit, and then bring in the football soccer stencil from Polkadoodles as well. And the reason why I decided to go for a landscape card, got a bit more ink there, is because I wanted the word football to fit all of the way across it, and you'd be missing either the end of the word or the beginning of the word if you did it in a portrait fashion. So I want to do this as a landscape card. And when I'm lining up this stencil, if I zoom you in, hopefully you'll be able to sort of see, I'm actually lining it up towards the bottom of my card, trying to give an even sort of border between the edge of the letter L, the sort of sticky out bit at the edge of the F on football, and the bottom of the words on that third word as well, trying to sort of line it up a little bit so it's sort of even. And then I want to take the Forest Twinkle Stencil Butter Frosting and a palette knife. Look at the beautiful colour of this. It's like a gorgeous deep dark green tone with like almost coppery kind of mica-y elements in it as well, and it's got a real texture to this too. I'll show you the dried one once we stenciled this one, and you'll see that all of the texture in this beautiful paste. And I'm just going to carefully spread this through. I don't want to nudge the stencil because I don't want to smudge it. and we're just going to get all 3 of those football words onto our background. Now it is going to blend in a little bit, but I feel like it's like one of those extra elements on a card where the recipient, if they tip the card, they'll kind of see it more. So I feel like it doesn't matter too much that it's going to sort of blend in a bit, but it's just a nice extra element to have on the card. I have accidentally lifted the stencil a little bit on that last word, so hopefully it hasn't gone underneath the stencil, but let's see what it looks like. Oh, there we go, that's fine, that's good. So we've got the beautiful football, football, football as an extra embellishment on this card. Now I'm just going to wipe off my palette knife so that the paste doesn't dry on there, and I'm going to go and wash off my stencil as well, and then I'll be back and show you the dried version. So I've put the wet background off to one side to dry, and then this is the dried version. You can really see those beautiful like textured granules that are in the gorgeous Stencil Butter Frosting from Polkadoodles. It's a really fantastic different kind of finish for a texture paste as well, and it's got that beautiful gold or almost copper with the dark green kind of micas in there as well. It's a really unusual one, that Forest Twinkle, and I thought it would go really nicely for more of a masculine, you know, darker green sort of feel for a card. And I feel like I like it as a subtle effect, but once we've coloured and cut out the character and put it on top, we'll see if we still like this subtle kind of effect. But I think I'm going to like it. I think it's a good different kind of background that when you hold it in the light you kind of see the texture paste more. If you hold it like this, it kind of just looks like a football net, but when you get the light on it you see the words football as well. So here is the gorgeous little character. I love this little lion. I used it a couple of times on cards I did when this collection launched, and I absolutely loved colouring him in. So I'm just going to pick out some alcohol pens and I'll speed this whole process up of me colouring him in. But do let me know if you'd want to see any colouring kind of videos in the future as well. I'm not the best at colouring, but I do really enjoy colouring, so... coloured in. That just took about 12-15 minutes to do, so not too long to colour that gorgeous little lion in. I'm going to take the coordinating die that comes with the stamp set and I'm going to line it up around the edge. And the great thing about Jamie's coordinating stamps and dies is that you can see the whole image through the die, so you don't have to worry about spending ages colouring something in and then it not die cutting it out perfectly. They fit round really nicely. I'm struggling a little bit just because I'm holding it further away from me than I normally do. So I'm just going to move it back towards me. And that looks good. Take that into place and I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. And there we have our gorgeous lion all cut out. Super duper easy to do. And then I want to add him onto the card. I really like that subtle football in the background, and I think I'm going to add him not quite in the centre, just off to the left a little bit, and then we're going to need a sentiment for this too. And within the football collection you've got a full sentiment set, and there's also a few sentiments in this gorgeous stamp set as well, so I'm not sure which one I want to use yet. I think maybe I like that one. Go out there and play like it's the final. You've got this. Okay, so I've got an acrylic block, a little piece of scrap card, and then my Nocturne VersaFine Clair ink pad. And then we can stamp this. I'm going to leave it more towards this side because I want to tuck it behind the character and have it poking out. So if I go like that, then I want to get my long bladed pair of scissors and I want to cut like that, then cut like that and do a diagonal on the end. Now you definitely could do that with your paper trimmer if you would prefer. I don't mind if things are a little bit wonky though. And then I want to tuck this underneath the character so it pops out at the side of him like that. And then I just need to decide, do I want to mount that onto a little skinny border of black card, which I have been loving doing recently, so I think I will do that. And you can also see a bit of it is poking out from underneath the character there, so I'm just going to trim that a little bit shorter so I know it's not going to poke out when I stick this together. And then I've just got a piece of black card here, and we'll use some of Jamie's glue that I've decanted into my favourite glue applicator, and then I'm going to place that on that card and trim around it. Just giving it a little skinny border. You can do this on your guillotine as well. I just find that it's so much easier to do with scissors, but if you do want it to be absolutely perfect, then go ahead and use your guillotine to do that. And then I want it to go behind him like this, so the tip of his, or like the toes of his boot is going to overlap, and his arm there. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on the back in those two areas, and then hold the sentiment behind. Oops. And I think like that is going to be good, but I've just squidged the glue out a little bit. Just wipe that off. There we go. Squidged the glue out again. Okay. So now we've got our gorgeous little footballing character with our sentiment coming out the side. I'm going to flip this over and add some 3D foam on the back of it. And now I've got the tape on there, I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back of this just because we're going on to texture paste, and the glue's just going to help it really stay nicely stuck onto our background. So I'm going to place him about here, so he's a bit more off to the left hand side. Like so. There we go. I think that looks really good. And then all I'm going to do to finish this is just put it on a white card blank. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and show it up close to you. So there we have our finished card. with that beautiful sparkly football sentiment in the background, using a couple of different Polkadoodle stencils and the Stencil Butter Frosting in Forest Twinkle on there as well, and then combining with Jamie Rodgers' Crafts football collection and this gorgeous little character with a lovely sentiment poking out from behind him as well. And I've coloured him in green tones to match the inking that we did in the background, and orange is always quite a nice colour to go with green because the complementary colour of green is red, and you think of Christmas for that. Red and green is always goes well together because of Christmas and also its complementary colour, but orange is obviously quite close to red on the colour wheel, so oranges and greens often go really nicely together as well. So really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one.